Hi, Robert Chuckrow here. I've been recently thinking a lot about what the original purpose of doing the Taiji-form was. And in those days, hundreds of years ago, the main purpose would have been to study in a slow way fighting, self-defense. The health benefit and the self-development benefit of doing that was secondary. The main thing was to study what goes on at regular speed in a fighting situation. And aside from all the martial arts that those guys knew, the locks, the different striking places, the ability to sweep a person at the right time, to knock him down, to be able to receive the ground if they needed to be able to do groundwork, to be able to jump, to be able to run, to be able to climb. All those things, so many of those things that are in martial arts. But they added something that was different, which was the idea of neutralizing and then attacking using what's called Fa Jin, which is explosive striking. And so in order to practice that slowly, which is the only way to teach it and to achieve it and fine-tune it, was to do those movements very slowly. And now things are different. Gravity takes a big role. Momentum is much less. And in order to get the state of the body the way it would be, so that a wave comes through unrestricted instead of using contraction, which binds the body up, stops it from moving, they insisted on a state of song, which is the release of all contractive strength, in my view. But now you have to replace it with something, which is expansive strength, nei jin. And that was also used not only for the neutralization. You need that kind of strength, even though you're not exerting much of it on the other person, but the potential to do so. And then the total release of all the joints in the body, so that that wave can percolate through and come out like a whip and strike the person suddenly without any warning to them. When you do that in the form and you do it slowly, it's not going to work, because you have the effect of gravity. Momentum is very much reduced. It depends on speed. And so you have to make up for that and use expansive strength to neutralize the effect of gravity. And then you can do a movement very slowly and feel the trajectory and the state of the body as you would in the case of the actual strike. So that's the way I feel the form should be done. It's consistent with what they say in the classics, which is that the body should be so free-moving and relaxed that the addition of a feather will be felt for its weight. If a fly alights, it'll set the whole body into motion. That is the state that I'm striving for. So what I'm going to show next is doing roll back and press, which is a neutralization and then a strike implied, doing it slowly. Then the strike at regular speed as well as I can do it. Then slow down, very, very much slower, so that you can see the similarity between the small frame movement that I've adopted and the application of it.